I'm sure by now that you've heard of Palworld, the latest in the cockfighting RPG genre, which has taken the world by storm since it released in early access last week. And the crowds have gone wild, or excuse me, the fanboys have lost their freaking minds about this game. And they have, as they often do, gone insane. We got death threats. We've got game was built by AI accusation. And of course, we can't leave out the console wars, promoting games and excessive spending habits since the beginning of video games. Hello everyone, and welcome to State of the Game. We're diving into Palworld, doing this as kind of a historical bookmark so that we can look back on the rise and the inevitable fall of this game. And I say that with all due love for the game and the developers who made it. I just say that as a YouTuber who sees the trends, who sees how games get covered, and whether this game ends up being a flash in the pan hit for January or something that really defines 2024. That's why I'm making this video now, so that we can look back at it in the near future. Now, over the last couple of days, I've been endlessly entertained by the state of Twitter. Accusations that the developers have copied this game, they've used generative AI, and obviously the console wars are key driving factors. But of course, Palworld copied Pokemon's monsters, which they also copied Dragon Quest monsters, and then Dragon Quest went and copied Pokemon to make Dragon Quest monsters monsters. Well played, Dragon Quest. Well played. But with the rise of people trying to cancel this game, they have forgotten the fundamental rule. You cannot cancel a good video game. In your vain attempt, you will only lead to the game's higher highs and perhaps at some point lower lows. But that's a big reason for making this video. It's a historical bookmark, like I said, and with the internet as it tends to turn on from celebrating a rise of a video game, in Palworld in this case, and then at some point, drop off in any player numbers will be a sign of its doom and gloom and its failure. And it's going to be cheered and jeered throughout the course of the next couple of weeks. It's clear. People love Palworld.
And we're back with some more Palworld. Oh my god, we're back with some more Palworld.
It's time for another day of Palworld. And I'm already addicted, chat.
You're level 22.
Not that much. And I got one today, just now.
It was only 4 levels.
I needed it.
But regardless of how you personally feel, there is no denying Palworld is a success. The numbers clearly show it, dominating the Steam charts and breaking records as the second highest all-time peak in Steam history, and all for a paid game. The Palworld devs tweet out, the number of Steam users currently playing Palworld has exceeded 1.85 million concurrent players, and at this time of recording, they also shared out that they have sold over 6 million copies in just under 4 days. But I suspect by the time this video goes live and is published for you guys, that number is going to be much higher. But Palworld's success isn't just due to its relationship or its nostalgia trip to Pokemon. Under the surface of fanboyism and console wars lies a fundamental truth, and it's that Nintendo has let their Pokemon franchise grow old and unoptimized. Benjamin tweets out, I don't give an F about Palworld and Pokemon games. They have sucked since Yellow and Stadium. Every Pokemon after the original 151 is garbage. If people are having fun playing Palworld, let them be. Stop being mad someone made a knockoff Pokemon game that is better than Pokemon games. And P-Tink says, Palworld could have literally stolen the source code from P-Demon Arceus, copied every single P-Pokemon, designed exactly the stolen money from Nintendo to fund the game, and I'd still be playing that bleep over whatever garbage Game Freak pulls out of their ass every year. Now, I say this to you as a Nintendo fanboy, as really somebody who's to be blamed for all of this. This is my fault. For as much as I grumble and groan about how Nintendo does business, I keep giving them my money.
Shut up and take my money.
But yes, gamers have been wanting to do more with Pokemon, but it feels like each release is worse than the version that came before it, let alone on a system like the Nintendo Switch. And as the internet clashes over isms and more, Palworld will continue to benefit from this Streisand effect, giving it even bigger numbers to its success. And if you don't believe me, just ask Hogwarts Legacy. They are sure crying into their 22 million copies sold in 2023 award that was denied from the Game Awards. Odd choice Game Awards, but at the end of the day, yeah, the Streisand effect is real. Now, perhaps the gift that keeps on giving is the YouTube lawyer scene. This has been dominating with videos talking about lawsuits and legal ramifications of any of the accusations leveraged against the game and its developers. Some pulling in some 70K, 80K, and 400K views. Holy freaking... I gotta step up my YouTube game. Like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that share button and send it out into the world. If you do so, you will have my endless thanks. But let's talk shop for just a second. I cannot shake the feeling that Palworld is just the flavor of the month, building off the nostalgia and frustration of the Pokemon brand. Time will ultimately tell, and honestly, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is a great game that people end up playing all throughout 2024. I, for one, have got it downloaded because of Game Pass, and I'm going to be spending some time with it and my kids this coming weekend. So we'll be adding to the overall numbers, and I'm excited to share my experience with you guys. But I'm also secretly more excited for Grand Blue Fantasy Relink this weekend. So lots of really great games are coming out. It's going to be interesting to see how the internet evolves over the course of the next several months. Now, this is also me not saying that Palworld is a bad game. It's just that it is a very well-timed game. Seems like January and February, especially with some big releases shifting further into the year, has going to be a benefit to this game and any others that both give you something new, something you've wanted for a long time, but also at the same time having that nostalgia factor. The fact that people have got mods for this game that make it look like you're playing Pokemon would be absolutely insane. Oh, it looks like they already did it? Oh, they already... Okay, mods for Pokemon and Palworld. Yes, let's go. Now, Nintendo is Nintendo, and I don't think they have any legal ramifications against Palworld, but modding games to look like Pokemon, that could be a different story, and we know they're quick on the draw for any kind of lawsuits. So we'll be sure to be following that drama as it unfolds. And then the final shop talk I want to kind of give you guys is Game Pass, obviously, for me, adds a ton of value. It allows a lot of people to try the game out and buy it if they decide to go above and beyond, if they want to. And that in and of itself, I think, is one of the reasons why people are still playing it. But also you got the Xbox crew promoting it because it's a dunk on the Sony PlayStation, because Sony PlayStation, if you don't know, doesn't support early access games. And that's what this is. And you might not like early access games, but what does that mean? It means you might run into some bugs and issues. There's going to be downtime and patches. It's kind of all part of a package deal. Xbox and Steam support that kind of behavior. Now, Palworld takes things that we love, like survival games, RPGs, Pokemon, hell, Dragon Quest Monsters, as a fan, and fits them all together in a beautiful package that just works. And regardless of when the tides turn on this game, you can bet companies are watching. And yes, they will continue to invest in new AI tools to make game development much easier and less risky. We're going to see a lot of people saying a lot of things now about generative AI and how they won't support these games. I recommend you bookmark those, because this isn't an NFT thing. This is a tool thing. This is a feature thing, and we have a lot of Luddites and a lot of doom and gloomers out there, and it might not be a popular opinion, but I give you guys the truth. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you the effing truth, so that way you're best informed and knowledgeable about what's going on. And hey, if you've made it this part of the video and you still haven't clicked off, first person to leave an unedited comment saying Palworld, Pokemon, Dragon Quest, let the inspiration commence, will win an Amazon gift card for me. And if you also go and retweet the post on X for this video, I'll also add another random giveaway over there too. So be sure you're following over there, you're subscribed over here, so that way you'll get notified when and if you are victorious and win. And good luck to each and every one of you. If you want to find the content, whether it's Twitter, Discord, and more, the top link in the description will give you endless amounts of content that I produce all across the internet, from video games to stand-up comedy and so much more. So I hope you check it out, and I hope that you can be the winner. You, yes, you listening right now. I hope that it is you, and I'm able to hook you up with an Amazon gift card. Well, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you feel like it earns it, that like button is a great way of helping out this channel and continue to produce these State of the Game videos. Next week, I am targeting a State of the Game for No Man's Sky, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. Be sure to ring that bell so that way you never miss an upload. The goal for State of the Game is to run it on Wednesdays, as hopefully you guys enjoy the discussions and the deep dives into kind of the history and the numbers about video games and what they mean from a developer's perspective. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you leave a comment. I'd be curious to see about your thoughts about Palworld. Did it copy? Did it not copy? Does it matter? Are you playing it? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I look forward to reading those in the comments. Well, that wraps it up, guys. This video was sponsored by Ryden Eden Gaming. Because of their membership, they have disabled mid-roll ads on videos for the next 30 days. So be sure to thank Ryden in the comments, or maybe consider becoming a member as well. I'm working on a video game, and I'm trying to use YouTube to help me fund those development efforts, and I'm keeping members in the loop. And you also have a mountain of exclusive content, react videos, and discussions as well. So thank a member, or maybe consider becoming one. The second link is for you if you decide to do that. Thank you guys so much in advance. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But until then, take care.